4 hours. This man made us wait 4 hours.
Technically, it's 3 hours. It was 9:30. So
Well, shut
And
up.
it's about to be 4 hours and 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
original.
Yeah, what she said. Yeah. Shut up.
How is that 4 hours though? That's what. But
You know,
think
you
about it. 10:30, 11:30. I'm trying to help y'all out on the math though.
You guys, someone originally told me 8, so
yeah. That's what had happened was with that. Anyway, we're here talking about our top 6 favorites, favorite of all time, hardcore champions. And Amy just doesn't believe me that I am the 6th-time WWF hardcore champion. It was during the 24-hour period, when it was defended 24 hours. I won the title like 6 times. They just weren't televised. It was a WWF exclusive on the website. That's what had happened. If you look it up deep enough in the internet, you'll find it. But don't look it up because it's not. It's a waste of your time. Anyway, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit this week, and I am going to start off with DJ because I don't think he made his list. Honorable mentions, DJ. Do you have any?
Okay. I actually have one honorable mention, and it is K Quick, because I forgot R-Truth was in the WWE at this time. So it's K Quick, baby, greatest of all
how?
time. And then they act like R-Truth was never in the WWE though, but he was K Quick, bruh, bruh, K Quick though. But
Did you
K
remember
Quick
him
is,
with the Road Dog?
yeah,
Yeah,
my boy,
when
my
they
boy
were
K Quick.
rapping. Yeah. Amy, do you have any honorable mentions besides me?
You're not on the list. Sorry, boo.
I am on the list.
I have 4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So one of them is a 27-time hardcore champion, Raven. Good Lord. And then there's the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman, because that man, for the love of God, his nickname's Lethal Weapon. Defines hardcore right there. What is this? Brother Nero made the list. Jeff Hardy. And then, of course, the
I
first
knew
ever
he was
hardcore
coming.
champion, Mankind. I'm not a big fan of him. That's why he's on my honorable mentions. I thought since he was, the first ever hardcore champ, he deserved to be on the list, but I'm not really too big of a fan of Mankind. I never have. Though I do love his WWE Network show, Holy Foley. I think it's hilarious. Check it out. $9.99 a month. But other than that, yeah.
I like that cheap plug there. Paid by the WWE. Anyway, I have 3 honorable mentions, and I'm offended that Amy did not put Mick Foley on her list. He's not on my list, but as an internet fan, I'm offended that she would not put the greatest of all time on that list. Anyway, I have 3/5/8 honorable mentions.
You put the entire list from
List?
Wikipedia on your. Like,
Let me explain.
Well, half the list on Wikipedia is 90% house shows. That's how some of these people got like some damn high ass run. Like Raven's got 27 title defenses, but or whatever reigns, but half of them were the house shows.
Greatest champion of all time.
Let me
Who
explain.
else can you say is a 27-time champion? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to help out Raven, my boy.
Let me explain. First of all, my first honorable mention is
Can you explain?
Hurricane, Mighty Molly, and Christian, who won it in the same night from each other. Greatest! Oh, it was amazing. It was so good. My second honorable mention is 3 Count in WCW. All 3 of them were hardcore champion at the same time because WCW in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah. And Lance Storm, who should have had so many titles, so much more than he did. And I like the fact that he changed when he was in the Team America or Team Canada thing. He changed all the titles to Canadian titles, which is I like that. But those are my 3 Flash points. Yeah, like it works. It works in my head. Okay, shut up, DJ. You were late anyway, so you can't even say anything. Anyway, so DJ number 6. Who is your 6th favorite of all time?
All right, my number 6 is gonna surprise some people, but I like this one. It's not. No. That would surprise people though, because why would I ever put you on any of my lists? Like if I had like a best co-host list, I'd put myself 6 times before you'd make the list. My number 6 is one of Godfather's, I'm just gonna say, companions. She was part of the train. I had to put this on the list. I just did because when do you ever like the hardcore championship? I think is like the only time you can see like a nameless manager type, not even manager, like just nameless person pretty much win a title. And I just thought it was pretty amazing. I think I remember when she won it, but I thought it was hilarious. Um, I mean, I feel like she deserves it. I don't even think Godfather won the hardcore title, but she did. So greater, she's got to be. I need to find her name because I'm sure she's probably the greatest wrestler of all time now. But it all starts with that hardcore title.
All right.
Wait, who are you talking about, DJ? Do you know this person's name?
I don't know.
It was one of Godfather's hoes.
There are only 2 women in the history of the WWE who've won the hardcore title. And I don't think either of them were in the Godfather's hoe train. I know Lita. Lita was a part of the hoe train.
They ain't gonna give her credit though. This the PG era. They act like it don't exist. So I'm bringing it up for WWE to know she still exists and she's the best of all time.
You don't know her name. You just know that she was one of Godfather's hoes. No, but it did happen. It really did. Yeah, I remember it. Unfortunately. Amy, number 6.
My number 6. Half my list here. Oh wait. Yeah, half my list has that damn theme again. So I'm sorry.
Oh.
May he rest in peace.
Have you ever picked a live person, like a living person that's living right now, for your list?
Yeah, all my honorable mentions are alive.
They don't count. They're not even really on the list.
Half my list is alive.
I feel like the dead people should be in your honorable mentions to honor them.
But
I'm honoring them by putting them on my list. But my number 6 is he's from Bob County, Georgia. Big Boss Man. It's when he was in the corporation. He was a hardcore champion. I just loved it. I loved his character. It fit him well, especially when he was that freaking nightstick and everything. So I thought it fit him pretty well. He defended it nicely. So Big Boss Man.
Because you're a security officer. I get it. I get it.
He's a corrections officer.
Selections officer. I got it.
Corrections. Now go, Casey. Before I beat up DJ.
I tried to figure out how to do that twirly thing with the nightstick. I couldn't figure it out.
This man probably hit himself in the head with it.
Or hit someone else. Shoot.
Shut up.
Nope.
My number 6 is Steve Blackman because he is the lethal weapon. And I also tried with the nunchucks. I tried to do the thing. It's harder than it looks, and you hit yourself in the ding ding.
You should not be trusted with anything like that. No. No.
PJ number 5.
This man. This man. All right. My number 5 is Raven because he's Raven. I do like Raven though. They got that dark, that dark character too. I always liked that Raven though. I think I liked him a lot when he was in WWE. Got his action figure. Always put the hardcore title on him. Because he's Raven. He deserves it. I just loved Raven as hardcore champion. It was just, it just makes a lot of sense to me that he would just come out of nowhere and be like, "Ha ha, I got you," and pin you. When I think of Raven, I think of
He's creepy as
24/7.
hell.
He is pretty creepy.
All right. Before we move on to Amy, I just want to let everyone know that the Cubs are going to win the World Series. It's going to happen.
Lies.
Not. But Amy, number 5.
First of all, I want the Cubs in the World Series, but they're going to lose to the Cleveland Indians.
They're not.
So that's going to happen. Number 5, don't worry. My number 5 is alive. He's alive and kicking. You just go by a different name these days. You go by a different name. This character version of him, he was a little ruthless. Had his own protection agency. Drank a lot of beer.
Oh, Stone Cold.
No. He was part of the APA.
Belvino.
Bradshaw.
Is it JBL?
I think that was by far one of my favorite. That's my favorite.
It's Farouk. I knew it.
Damn. No, I honestly, it was by far my favorite character version of him. I mean, there were different versions of the JBL character, John Layfield, whatever. But Bradshaw by far was my favorite version. It was just more him, and you could see it. It wasn't, you didn't have to try. And I mean, he was such a big badass, so why the hell not give him the hardcore title? It made sense. So.
But he wasn't a wrestling god. Okay, and that's the issue. That's the issue. He wasn't the wrestling gods and stuff. The hand motions actually help my point if you don't understand.
Anyway,
it don't matter.
My number 5, because this is getting weird with the wrestling god. My number 5, I knew he'd come. Jeffrey Nero Hardy, one of the greatest of all time, ever. More so in Monsters Ball matches. But, they should make a Monsters Ball title. I think that needs to happen. Right? It needs to happen just for Jeff and Abyss. Those are the only two that can ever have it. It's just for them. But Jeff Hardy is my number 5. DJ.
Okay.
Number 4.
My number 4, I mean, he's got it in his name. So, he has to be probably at least, if not the greatest, then he's got to be the greatest.
Hardcore Vince McMahon.
Holly.
Hardcore.
That was close.
Hardcore Maven. Hardcore.
I did. I thought about Hardcore Maven. I did.
Orlando Jordan.
And there were a couple.
Hardcore Orlando Jordan.
Michael
Hardcore
Tarver.
Orlando Jordan from TNA.
It's Michael Tarver.
Michael Tarver.
Close.
Michael Tarver.
But it's Hardcore Holly because Michael Tarver never sniffed the title in WWE because he sucked, as you can see.
You do know I said Holly after he said.
I know. I was letting him get his hardcore references in. But yes, it's Hardcore Holly. Amy was right. She had a good guess. Her guessing game is on. It's on point.
I was close.
But yeah, you can't have a hardcore title without a Hardcore Holly. You just can't. It's in the name. It just makes so much sense.
What about Sparky Plug?
He was close. He was. But it was the hair that was holding him back. It was.
All right. Amy, whatever number we're at right now, 4, I think. That distracted with the hardcores. Four.
Well, my number 4, some Canadian, and the first ever
Christian.
Kevin Owens.
No, he's Canadian, but no.
Name his name.
She is the first
Drake.
ever woman to become the hardcore champion.
Drake.
No.
The Toronto Raptors.
No, but she's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Toronto Blue
The
Jays.
CFL.
Trish Stratus. No, not the CFL. Good God.
The entire
From Canada.
No, it's Trish Stratus. I wouldn't be me if I didn't support the females on this list.
What? I supported the females though. I had you.
You supported an unnamed hoe.
I mean, but technically a female. Like,
No. Trish Stratus is by far one of the most accomplished females in the history of the WWE, hands down. We know you had the Fabulous Moolah. Good Lord, held that woman's title for, I think, 400 days, something along those lines. But Trish, I want to say, is a 6-time women's champion. She's the first ever woman to be a hardcore champion. If she's the one that most people look up to as a female. I mean, a lot of them tried looking up to China. If you get rid of the drugs and the crazy alcohol and porn videos, she's phenomenal.
hey, you gotta make a living
talented.
however you see fit.
Yeah, but because China was the first ever intercontinental champion, female intercontinental champion, and she was a woman. I think China was only like a 2-time women's champion. But so Trish Stratus took on Victoria on Monday Night Raw in a hardcore match, and her and Victoria, like the only two, once they participated in hardcore matches, because Natty was one of the few that participated in a tables match. But this match, the woman actually brought out kendo sticks, ironing boards, slingshotted someone into a trash can in the corner. So the women take number 4, Trish.
All right. Number 4 for me is I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy.
It's The Rock.
It's not. He was actually a champion for just a couple times, like 27 times, somewhere around there. He had it was a couple, one, 2, maybe 27. Raven, he had his own flock at one time. He kayfabe broke people's fingers. It was a disturbing time in WCW. It was disturbing. And then he came to WWE and had some really good hardcore matches and won the title 27 times. So he's pretty good with weapons, I would say. Yeah. DJ number 3.
My number 3. I mean, you got to think about this one though. How can you have a hardcore champion if like it just makes so much sense to me. Hardcore champion, lethal weapon. Like weapon, lethal, hardcore champion. I think they just did this perfectly. It was perfect. Steve Blackman is my number 3. Love Steve Blackman. Always did. Kind of wonder where he is now, but always loved Steve Blackman. He was always so intense. What?
He's in Pennsylvania right now.
Oh.
I think Allentown.
You're lying.
Okay. Well, he has a wrestling school in Pennsylvania.
Really? I'm going. I'm enrolling for at least one day.
Oh boy.
But
that means you have to hit the gym.
You don't believe in me?
Nobody.
They call me fat.
Yes. No, I'm not calling you fat. You just.
When did we get Justin on the show? I'm wondering. When did Justin join the show tonight? Just want to call people fat. Anyway, back to Steve Blackman. You did, and it was offensive. I'm offended. I'm going back to Steve Blackman though. This man, that is true. That is. But anyway, this man, he was a lethal weapon.
Well, he still is.
He just was. That's true. He is. And you know, I just like his intensity.
Integrity.
And intelligence.
Intelligence. Yeah, all that. I loved it. And you know, this man could swing a pair of nunchucks. I can't do it, but I tried it. I tried it one time, and you know, hit myself in the face. So never again. But Steve Blackman.
I hit myself in a ding ding. So.
I did like watching Steve Blackman lose to Ken Shamrock in a Lions Den match with weapons. That was great.
That was really good. It was really good. They should bring that match back. I'm just saying. Amy, number 3. I know I'm your number 3. I know.
No, you're not. Sorry.
Oh.
My number 3.
It's Justin.
Oh hell no. He has no money.
That man
this
will
man
in time.
is defined as here comes the money. Why am I echoing?
It's probably DJ's fault.
It's not. He admitted to.
No. Casey, it's your computer.
It's not.
It is. Yeah, it's all Casey's fault. Because I can just hear.
It is true. Yeah. I mean, as much as I love hearing myself twice, like I love it, honestly.
Right. Number 3. He was only a one-time champion and got the suspended the 24/7 rule. Is Shane McMahon. Because it wouldn't be my list if I didn't have him on it in any way, shape, or form that I can find a way to slide this man in here because I just love him to death. He's an amazingly talented person. Doesn't get enough credit. He can do the meat. He can do the heel. He can do a face. He can be bat crap crazy and go off, you know, what do you call it? The Titantron at 6 feet plus in the air. So, man's crazy. Love him though. He's a fighting champion. He gives you his all, and I love when he brought back the coast to coast. I know it wasn't when he was hardcore champion, but when he started doing that. Shane O'Mac, numero 3. El Champion de Hardcore. I didn't call you fat. I said you needed muscle.
How you know I ain't got muscle? I ain't never flexed for you.
You sent me pictures from the gym.
You be envisioning me or something? That's what it is.
Wait.
Like Val Venus.
You sending my girl pics? What is this? No.
Yep, always. Yeah. Yeah. On like I sent her pics for like what was it, like 40 straight days or something?
47.
Yeah, I sent her pics for like 60 straight days, and then she went to the police academy and killed everything. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my number 3.
We should talk about that.
Who enjoyed head. the mannequin head, not. I mean, I'm sure he. This is a kids show, so
it's
Al
Val
Snow.
Venus. Val Venus. Oh.
No, it's Al Snow, the 6-time hardcore champion, or is it like 3 times? Because like was head half the champion too? So like she technically got 3, and then he got 3, or it was like what? How did that work? I don't know, because they're like a tag team, you know. Yeah. So my number 3 is Al Snow, and DJ's number 2 is Michael Tarver.
I mean, I may put Michael Tarver on this list if he would have won the hardcore title, but he never did, and he sucked real bad. So my number 2 should be on everyone's list because he's amazing, and this character was amazing. Number 2 is Mankind because he's just a man, and he's kind to man.
He's on my
except for when he was in hardcore. I mean, except for when he was the hardcore champion, because you can't necessarily be kind to the man when you beating up the man with weapons and stuff. But you know, I mean,
how you calling him kind?
because
How's
he's
he kind?
mankind.
He's sociopathic as mankind. Dude loved. He was a crazy hippie.
But mankind.
He was not kind to man at all.
I mean, but Holy Foley and stuff, you know, he kind of don't.
I had to.
He-
It was giving. It was double echoing and a raspy double echo. So I'm sorry, Casey.
But yeah, mankind's just amazing. Just gotta love mankind. And obviously just Mick Foley in general, like just hardcore legend and all of that stuff. It just makes a lot of sense. He came up with the title, so it just makes a lot of sense that he would be the one to be number 2 on my list. Number 1, roll number 1 is coming.
Can maybe unmute myself so I can tell Amy to go for number 2 because she muted me.
I'm sorry. It was hurting my ears. It was a double raspy echo.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
You're hurting my heart.
My number 2. Going back to this horrible theme I've got, apparently. May he rest in peace. He was a 22-time hardcore champion. He was the super heavyweight. And he instituted the 24/7 rule, which I thought was great. It's Crash Holly. I love that man. It's pretty amazing. But no, he brought so much pride to that title and such a different aspect of it. You actually wanted to watch those hardcore title matches because, I mean, he was in malls, grocery stores, a hotel. I think he was going down an escalator at one point defending that title. So to take a simple title as a hardcore title and make it so popular, I think he deserves some credit for that. And he fought anybody and everybody. So Crash Holly, may he rest in peace.
Gotta bring up all the darkness and the... Anyway, I'm gonna lighten up the mood with my number 2. Probably the greatest hardcore champion of all time, to be honest. The greatest WWE superstar of all time.
Midian?
No. And the greatest Tough Enough winner of all time. You know, back when Tough Enough was actually a show where you actually saw Pain.
Maven.
It is Maven. 3-time hardcore champion. Because that's all they would let that man do.
Oh, and get beat up by the Undertaker in the Royal Rumble and go through a popcorn machine.
I mean, he did eliminate the Undertaker though, so
yeah,
it's kind of a win.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, he never lost that Royal Rumble. No, wait, no, Undertaker.
He was robbed.
But yes, number 2 is the 3-time champion, Maven.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, it's 2 and then 3, and
did you make 4 appearances on WWE programming?
A couple more than 4, but he did make 4 appearances.
At least 4. Okay, I got you.
And then he was at 5 hotels in his life. And then he hugged his mama 6 times in his life. And then
wow.
He had 7 cheeseburgers in his life. And then,
terrible.
I don't know. I was trying to go with it. Anyway, DJ, numero 10.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
God.
My number 1 weighs over 400 pounds. It is the world's largest love machine. Oh, wait. No, wrong list.
Dear God.
My number 1 is Crash Holly. I don't, like, besides Mick Foley, I don't think you can see the hardcore title on anyone except Crash Holly, it feels like. When I think of the hardcore title, I think of Crash Holly. Plus, on the SmackDown game, they had him with the belt on, and he was like, had the scale and everything, and I was like, ha. I saw him on, I think we were watching No Mercy 1999 last night. I was like, Crash Holly! Oh my God, Crash! I was so hyped to see him. But yeah, like Amy said, you know, he just brought the title, brought so much importance to such a simple title that could have just been hardcore matches, yay! But it was technically, but they brought so much into it with the 24/7 rule, fighting everywhere, pins everywhere, and everything like that. And Crash he just helped that so much, and he's so tiny, such a tiny fella. But love Crash Holly. So Crash Holly is my number one. No, I mean number one hardcore.
I don't understand how he could be so tiny if he's well over 400 pounds. It's weird. It doesn't make sense.
It's kind of it's an illusion. It's like
Yeah.
he looks like he looks like he's small, but he's actually over 500 pounds. It's just
like those guys that look like they're fat, like they look like they're fat, but they're not. Yeah. Like those guys. All right, Amy, reveal me as your number one.
No, sorry, boo. You're not number one on this list. On this list, no.
All I heard is I'm not number one, and I'm gonna go cry now.
I said on this list. Jesus.
On any list.
No, my number one happened to be. Oh, unfortunately, may he rest in peace, because God knows that's the theme of my list. I honor the dead. No, he was. Besides Ken Shamrock, this is and Sean. This is one of my favorite all-time ever WWE/F wrestlers, and I was thankful to get to see him and the rest of this list actually wrestle live. So my number one is Test. Not too many people think of him with that hardcore title, but I don't know. He's had a couple different titles. I love his character, heel, face, whatever. He's putting in some crazy situations.
And he was in TNA.
Put on a good match. Yes, he was in TNA. I just think he was a phenomenal character and one of my favorites. So it's like 7 foot tall man taking on everybody.
It's too bad though, because it really is. It's too bad that Albert didn't make your list, because you could have had the entire TNA on your list.
I don't think Albert was ever hardcore champion, to be honest.
He should have been. He deserved it. I mean, with that Tensai gimmick, man, that
Tensai,
he's
Prince Albert,
Sweet Tea. I mean, that was the one. That was the one that really hit home. Sweet Tea.
Good Lord, he had so many.
He was the best. Sweet Tea was the greatest of all time.
Yeah, no. But Test, always been one of my favorites. I also have a lot of Canadians on my list. Huh.
I bet you Casey's number one is Patrick Clark.
He almost made the list. He almost did. Captain America / whatever they're trying to make him now almost made the list. Prince's illegitimate son almost made the list. What the hell are they doing with that man? My number one is also well over 400 pounds. He is a super heavyweight.
Is it Justin?
No, he's not fat. He's not fat. Crash Holly. Man, they need to bring back a hardcore title and have the 24. I know people always complain that the 24-hour rule got ridiculous and it was comedy after a while, but that's what I loved about it. I love the fact that there were matches in fun parks and hotels and wherever. It just made it more entertaining. Yes, it was ridiculous at times. Ball pits. But yeah, I mean, that's what made it fun, and at the end of the day, wrestling is supposed to be fun. I think we sometimes take it more seriously than we should, but then again, we are reviewers. We review things. So, yeah, Crash Holly, greatest of all time. May he rest in.
And y'all make fun of me for putting the dead on the list. He both your damn
you can't have
number
a list
one.
without Crash Holly. Like you know what I mean? Like it is the Crash of the Holly.
He was on
One
my
of
other
mine.
list?
One of mine was dead. Only one.
Like 6 of yours were dead.
Oh.
That's the entire list.
No, there were only 3 on the list that were dead.
How many honorable mentions you had that was dead though?
I don't think. Hold on. I don't think my honorable mentions were dead. I think they were all alive. Now my other list, I don't know for what the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, that sucker hit the.
Yeah, most of them.
card. No, everyone else is alive. There's only 3. See.
All right.
Yeah, European champions. Half of those suckers were dead. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4 out of the top 6 were dead, and 1 on the honorable mentions was dead.
All right. Well, I'm sure someday we will do a top 6 dead wrestlers, and that'll be really easy for Amy because she loves people that are no longer alive. I don't know why she loves me because I'm pretty alive. I'm like I felt that.
Because your heart is dead.
Thank you so much. Next week, let's see which one do we want to do? Do we want to do the US title or the television title? No, don't give me any feedback. No, it's cool. It's cool.
Tag titles.
Last time I picked, it didn't matter, so I don't care anymore. Do whatever. Okay.
Well, he wanted to fire you today, anyways.
All right. Amy overrules all of us. And we're going to do our top 6 favorite tag team champions of all time, which is going to be so hard.
No, this will be easy.
But there's so many. I mean, my list's already pre-made. The championship, but it's gonna be so hard. So, yeah.
No, it'll be easy.
All right.
We just have to hope half mine comes alive.
Until then, follow the podcast at ICW_podcast. Follow DD_Amy_Miley MYLIE. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah, because I can say it as much as I want, because it's my show. Flippity dippity, dippity flippity, flippity ippity dippity,
Pippity tippity. I got you.
Bye.